is a Zerbinator Land production. Enjoy.
Oh, I hope this is working. Ladies and gentlemen, right now I'm recording with Audacity for the first time. I've always used Goldwave to record. Ferg and I just went through 30 minutes of me trying to set up my own thing, and what a fun day it's been. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, let me come into the room.
Okay.
Hey, Ferg.
Hey, Kev. Welcome to your own house.
Hey, thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you're here. For a change.
Do you have that phone number for the secret guest we're going to have this evening?
I have it right here. Right here.
The Facebook users know who the secret guest is tonight.
They do.
But not you at home.
No. Unless you're a Facebook user.
Unless you're a Facebook user and friends with either Ferg or myself. Or you can also like Zerbinator Land over there at Facebook by going to facebook.com/Zerbinator.
Correct.
Or Facebook/Zerbinator Land. But say, hey, here's the phone.
Okay.
Do you want to call him or should I?
I'll call him.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, here.
Here. Okay.
Here, take this then. There it is.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Mr. Rooney.
Hey, thank you so much for calling me. I'm so excited to talk to you. This is going to be one of the greatest days of my life. You know, I've done a lot of things in my lifetime, a lot of things that have changed the world.
You certainly have.
And there's a lot of things I want to thank a lot of people for. And one of the things that I did that changed the world was my sense of humor.
Oh, really?
That's right. Every time I make a joke now at my ripe old age of 178, I make sure to end it with a sound effect.
Oh, very good.
That has to do with resemblization
Oh, okay.
of the feeling of humor.
Right.
So I bought this little fellow at the PetSmart.
Okay.
See, it's a dead raccoon. It's a dead raccoon.
It looks pretty dead.
It is a dead raccoon, but his tail is perfect thing for humor. Are you happy?
I'm very happy, yes.
I thought of this all myself.
Very good, very good.
You know, I'm about to change the world, even in death.
Okay.
So how are you?
I'm doing okay. Having a little trouble getting started today, but doing okay now.
Whose fault was that?
I don't think it was anyone's fault, really.
Well, what do you have? Some questions for me or something?
Yeah, I have questions from my good friends on Facebook. Are you aware of Facebook?
What is that, the phone book?
Yes, exactly.
How does that work? I don't understand. Was that a joke? It made you laugh?
It's a joke, yes.
I'm like a clown. I'm a clown to the world.
You are. You want to talk about your marriages at all, or maybe we should just skip that, huh? Especially
skip the 9 times that I just didn't get it right.
Yeah, and the murdered wife.
I didn't.
That's not funny.
That never happened. That never happened. You have no proof.
It did happen.
How did it happen?
She was found dead in. Was it your apartment, your old house with the?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Okay. Let's just go on to the questions then, shall we?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go on.
Okay.
Oh, I lost my raccoon. Got him back.
All right. So the first one here, where is it? It's from Vic Sage. Vic Sage just put out a Saturday Frights podcast today, if you want to check that out. He's also on the Retros, too.
What the hell's a podcast?
Okay, that's what you're on right now, Mr. Rooney.
You know, I'm the only man in the world with a marriage license made out of to whom it may concern.
Yeah, I imagine you are. All right, so Vic asks, is it true you always pass failure on the way to success? Is it?
I try to pass failure every single time that I've gone on to success. It always started off with something that I learned from, and I learned it myself. I taught myself how to do everything that I do, and no one else taught me that.
Oh, that's good.
But me. I learned failure from myself. One time when I was born in Brooklyn, delivered by a Chinese doctor on a table, I came from a poor family.
Right.
My father was from Glasgow, Scotland, and my mother's and my brothers were brakemen on the railroad.
Wow.
Do you know about the railroad?
Sure.
Yeah, it's all over the world.
It is.
We didn't have anything but mush for breakfast. That's a failure.
Yeah.
Excuse me. My coffee is cold. Can I please have another?
Oh, dear.
Can I please have another?
You don't like...
These cafes in heaven are a little slow. The angels don't really pay attention.
Hey, I think you would have hot coffee all the time up there.
Yeah, it comes cold.
Oh, okay. That's too bad.
I think it's like a purgatory thing or one of the 7 rings of heaven, I guess.
Oh, the 7 rings of heaven, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
I get
something
you.
like that.
I pick up what you're putting down there, buddy.
Yeah, something like that. It's not like the world.
No, that's true.
Next question.
Next question, it's more of a comment. It's from my friend Bill Lang, who does Atari Party East here in New Jersey, or there in New Jersey, I should say, and said...
I didn't understand one damn word you just said.
He said, you might need this to contact you, and it's a Atari 2600 game called Spirit Board, which doesn't exist, and it's got a picture of a Ouija board there.
You know, I keep going because if you stop, you stop. Why retire?
Right.
Inspire.
Okay.
Inspire.
Sean Courtney from the Pie Factory podcast has 2 questions. He has a question for you and for my friend Kevin here. Have you met Kevin?
Okay. No, I've never heard of him.
He's right here with me. Say hi, Kevin.
Hi.
So the question for you, Mickey Rooney, is what's the best way to prevent spiders from spinning their damn webs all over the outside staircase?
My secret is that I was a 13-year-old boy for 30 years.
That's true.
Yeah. And the way you do it is you buy yourself some Raid and spray the crap out of your stairs.
Okay.
Then have a cigarette and enjoy the smell. That's what I do.
Very good. Very good. Okay, the question for Kevin. Can you hold on 1 second, Mr. Rooney?
Sure.
Okay, question for Kevin from
come on over
Sean.
here.
It says, Kevin, can I send you some WD-40? It sounds like your door is in desperate need of it.
Is it?
Yeah, I think
Hold on.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think it needs it. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh,
Thanks.
Why doesn't it squeak when it closes? That's weird.
Mickey?
I don't know. You always pass failure on your way to success.
Okay. All right, the next question is from Mark David Little from the Lynx Handycast. He says, I got a few questions for Mr. Rooney, because he's got questions.
Does any of your questions come from anybody who doesn't do a podcast?
I don't think so.
What a bunch of geeks.
Mark says, or asks,
Yes.
are you now or have
Yes.
you ever been a member of the Communist Party? As a corollary to that question, do you have a history of liver disease in your family? And finally, this one. What is the airspeed of a South African swallow unladen?
Well, I've never swallowed.
That's good to know.
And I buy women's shoes, and they use them to walk away from me all the time. A lot of people ask me how short I am, and since the last divorce, I think I'm about $100,000 short.
Oh, boy. Wah, wah.
What was the question?
Are you now or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
You know, God bless the universe. God bless the Japanese and the Chinese and the Indians. All of them. And let's have peace.
I agree. Okay. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done
All right,
now.
so the next one is from Michael G. from the Atari XEGS Cart by Cart podcast. He says, you were married 8 times in your life. Were you in some kind of contest with Elizabeth Taylor, or just felt the need to give half of your money away every so often?
I'll tell you what, don't break me up. I wouldn't offend any person if they would be black or Asian or whatever. Yeah.
All right.
What was the question?
Were you in some kind of contest with Elizabeth Taylor, remarriage, or you just felt the need to give half of your money away every so often?
Oh, I love doing that. That's one of the things I like to do.
Okay.
I am a giving person. I was a giving person before there was ever anybody that gave anyone anything. I invented the art of giving.
Very good.
You know, Judy Garland was a different type of entertainer. She was a dinger and a sancer and also an incurable romantic.
A singer and a dancer, do you mean?
That's right.
All right.
Can I please have one hard-boiled egg and a Hall's mentholiptic?
Oh, that's not a good combination, Mr.
A
Rooney.
Hall's mentholiptic. Shove it inside the hard-boiled egg and then fry it for 1 hour. That would be great. Thank you.
That does not sound good.
You know, I was only 5 feet 3 inches, but now I'm 6 feet 4 when I was married to Ava.
Wow. How'd you get so tall? Okay. Last one is from Sean. This one's actually for me. Is that okay?
Sure, go for it. Go ahead. I'm going to have a sip of my delicious, heavenly cold coffee.
Oh, good. It says, Ferg, you're a baker. You'll know this one. Why does alum make people's mouths shrink? And why do cartoon characters stop using it as a weapon in favor of anvils? I don't know this one. Sorry.
I got an answer.
Oh, you do? Okay.
If Barbra Streisand wants to make a picture called My Pink Fingernail, the studios will go, gee, Barbara, what a wonderful idea. Money has no object. But take 2 years in pre-production and write the music and you'll direct.
Well, that's all the questions we have, Mr. Rooney. Is it?
Thank God. This is terrible. This sucks. Thanks for calling. I'm going to hang up like this.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't ever want to do Mickey Rooney.
Oh, he's so good, though. You do such a good job.
Pre-recorded live at KMAX Studios right here in New England in the Upper Eastern United States in association with Delaware. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by. Hello and welcome.
Ferg Ferguson. And featuring Sal LaSalle.
Sal LaSalle.
And Bob Sherman.
Hi, my name is Bob Sherman.
And Ferg's mistress. Please sit back and please enjoy the show and please stand by. The show is about to begin.
Hello and welcome to episode 72, titled Spookier.
Spookier. Oh, God, Kevin. Is that from those hot dogs? Jeez. Still going.
I had onions from hell on those hot dogs tonight.
Why were they from hell?
I don't know. I was trying to eat the hot dog. I love it. This is what I had. We had hot dogs for dinner. We had, I'm sorry. This podcast is about nothing and everything all at once. A comedy podcast pre-recorded here in KMAX Studios in the heart of Connecticut in association with Delmar.
Hey, it's me.
So Shelley made 2 delicious hot dogs.
Yes.
I put them in the 2 buns. I put my cheese on top, both American cheese on top.
Okay.
And see, I'm drooling thinking about it, but I couldn't finish the hot dogs. I put my relish on there, and then I put chili on there, and then I put my ketchup and mustard. I know you're not supposed to put ketchup on hot dogs, mustard only. Yes.
Well, so you
I had
got
ketchup.
chili on
I grew
there
up in
already.
Catholic school. You had a choice in Catholic school of mustard or ketchup. I took the ketchup because mustard always made me... So I never ate the mustard. But now that I'm older, I enjoy it.
Good.
Not the mustard, the farting. So, I think I'm going to use this thing every time I make a joke tonight, just for tonight's show. Would that get annoying?
No.
Good. This is Jerry's toy, by the way.
I figured.
And then I put onions on top of everything else.
Okay.
Delicious onions, but I think this is like the most freshest, insanely condensed version of an onion. For some reason, it was just super strong.
Oh.
And I took a bite, and it was hurting my eyes, gave me a headache, and I took another bite, and hurt my eyes, gave me a headache. And every time I burp, blood comes out of my eyeballs.
Well, what kind of onions were they? Do you know?
Some kind of green.
Green onions?
I think they were green onions.
The little tiny bulbs with the long stems?
No, this is the color. It was green.
Oh, they probably shouldn't be green.
Otherwise, let's talk. You want to just talk a bit?
Okay.
Hey, let's talk.
This is the time for pleasant discussion in a thoroughly relaxed mood. Don't spring unpleasant surprises. If they have disagreeable news, they'll postpone the discussion until another time.
Yeah. Me first?
Always.
Okay. We went to Pennsylvania this weekend.
No, I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. You went to Pennsylvania this weekend?
Went to Pennsylvania. We had a good time. We just went to get away because we haven't been away, just the two of us, in a long time.
Right.
And there's a couple of, there's a chain of thrift stores out in Harrisburg called, what's it called? Christian Aid, I think. And they have really good clothes for really cheap prices. So we went out there to get clothes for work and go to some flea market there, which you would have liked because it was like, you know how they have, what are they called? Oh, shoot. Renaissance Fair. You know how they have Renaissance fairs and they have all the little booths and they keep it set up all year long?
Steampunk.
No, Renaissance Fair.
Oh.
But
No.
this was like a Halloween type of version of that.
Oh,
with zombies, and they had this giant disemboweled zombies in front of a food truck. It was not very appetizing.
I would love it, though.
And they had a penitentiary set up with really high walls and stuff, so it was pretty interesting. So I thought you would really like that. But we had a good time. Picked up some.
Did you go to jail?
No, we didn't go to jail. It wasn't. It was just that was where the flea market was held. We didn't. It wasn't actually.
I have a big question concerning all of this.
All right.
Why the hell don't you take pictures?
Because I like to enjoy myself in the moment and not worry about taking pictures.
You couldn't take 5 seconds out for the other people.
I should have. Now that I'm talking to you, I realize that I should have. I think Sarah took some, so I'll have her share them. So.
Oh, thank you. Good. Hey, Sarah, thank you so much for taking pictures. You know how much that means to me, and I love you dearly.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome.
What about?
Well, I got an email to read you.
Okay, read it up.
Did I cut your story short?
No, you didn't. I was done.
Okay. Well, I got an email to read you.
Okay.
It's from Richard Grounds.
All right. Crunch.
Now, most of you are aware that, and in the last episode I mentioned it, but there is a Please Stand By music collection available at zerbinator.wordpress.com, or you can go to zerbinator.bandcamp.com and download a free album for yourself. It has music by Ferg, myself, Ferg and Ray Charles, Ferg and Kermit the Frog, being Kermit, and Kermit and the other guys from the Muppets and a couple other characters, but all from the Please Stand By shows in the past. Enjoy.
Hey, Kev, how much does that cost?
What? Let me tally it up here. Hold on one second. And free.
What?
Absolutely free.
How can we afford to give it away for free?
I'll tell you how we can afford to give it away for free. I don't charge anybody.
Oh, great.
And it really didn't cost me crap to make it except time.
Right.
Which I love wasting on all of you.
You're welcome, everyone.
Yeah, you're welcome. You know how many downloads there are?
How many?
3. No, I'm kidding. I can't even give away my music for... No, I'm joking. There's more than that. But please help yourselves. There's tons of music at zerbinator.bandcamp.com, zerbatron.bandcamp.com, and Rotanabrez.
Yeah.
Just this metal band I know. .bandcamp.com. But anyway, back to this. So, Richard Ground sent an email, which in the commercial, if you sent an email by saying these words, I love music, you get a free copy. Richard, you get a free copy. Here's his email. I'm probably way too late, but I had to change my underpants because I wet myself listening to the intro of the last episode.
Of course.
Oops. I didn't mean to press that.
Of course.
I love music, he said, in big, huge letters with an exclamation point. And underneath that, he said, and I love Please Stand By. Thank you so much, Richard.
Thank you, Richard. Richard,
you will be getting a link in your email for a free copy of this album if you haven't downloaded it already.
Richard has been very generous to me, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Richard.
He's a good guy.
He is.
In general, he's just awesome.
Yes. Sarah is doing book fair this week. Right now, actually, they have a pumpkin decorating contest for the teachers, so she's doing that right now. She's making elephant and piggy pumpkins. So, yeah.
Piggy as in Miss? Or just
No,
plain
Elephant
Piggy?
and Piggy is a children's book series.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So tomorrow's the last day. I go, and usually the last day is held at nighttime, and I go and help her out with that. So I'm looking forward to it. I
What are you
love
gonna
book fair. It's a lot of fun. She brought home some comic books to look at. Not comic books, graphic novels, to see if she can look through them to see if she can have them in in her library, because they're kind of, parents can get a little picky about what's in the library these days.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah.
When does the book burning start? That crap drives me crazy. There's too much opinionated crap going on nowadays, man.
It's because we have all these places to put our opinions.
Steve Jobs, you bastard.
What did he do?
Did it. He created, go back to the internet, I guess. But he helped. He created a thing that lets you know what's going on right this very second.
What are you talking about?
That you could know what everybody's opinion is right away. Right away.
But what does Steve Jobs have to do with it?
Because he created self-awareness.
What?
It's just irritating. We know things way too fast. I miss the 70s. You know what we did? Know nothing. And it was great.
Yeah, we waited. Every once in a while, they'd cut into like Another World or Search for Tomorrow or something with the,
Something worth knowing.
Yeah.
But now... And you have a book where a man and a woman are standing side by side? I am offended by that. As a non-binary, genderless... Suicidal frogs.
What?
Suicidal frogs is a terrible, terrible disability for frogs. It's frogs that wait till it rains really heavy and then decide to jump out in the middle of the street for no apparent reason.
I feel so bad.
Why must they do this? They're not happy in the nice woods. I mean, I saw a frog yesterday after a rain on a sidewalk, and I walked up to him and I had a conversation with him. I wish I recorded it.
What did he say?
I was like, dude, why does your species pick the rainy times to jump in front of the car and end up becoming like squishy frog meal in the middle of the streets? And his response to me was, Reddit. So I went on Reddit. I couldn't find anything. Get it? Reddit?
Reddit, I get it.
Reddit. Reddit. It's driving me crazy. It was raining like crazy the past couple of nights.
Yeah.
And I go from, in my job, I do a lot of deliveries, and I went from Shalerville down to Deep River. Shalerville's in Haddam, and then you got East Haddam, and then Deep River comes after that. And in that drive, I think I took out probably 72 suicidal frogs.
Yeah, I know.
Different sizes, too. You can tell the little ones because all you hear is this.
Yeah.
But then you're like, you're driving along, and then the big one gets in there, and then,
So, yeah, sometimes you can hear them hit the underside of the car when they jump. It's terrible. I hate that. And I don't want to swerve because the roads are wet, and I'm afraid that I'm going to slide.
And
or
the
something.
frogs are like ice if you squish them out right.
God.
It's like a banana peel, and then you slide on that, and you end up hitting a deer, and then all of a sudden you've killed two wildlife
Yeah.
thing, and all of a sudden you get labeled by the library book haters, and then all of a sudden they take your gender. You become eunuch.
What the hell are you talking about?
Or unique.
All right, so the Monkees have a new album out. It's a Christmas album. I was a little worried about it when I heard about it the first time because it wasn't really a Monkees album. It was just the four guys doing separate songs and then putting them together on an album. They don't even sing on each other's tracks, which is kind of a warning sign for me.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good people involved with the record, like Peter Buck from REM, which I'm very excited.
REM?
Yeah.
Peter Buck is from REM?
Yes. Oh, no.
Hey!
Oh, God.
Hey, Stipe, how are you?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. Is that there Ferg on the thing?
Hi, Michael. How are you?
How you doing? It's good to see you again. Hey, I haven't seen you since I hummed on the beginning of that last show.
Yeah, it was very good.
I'll tell you what, it is a shame that the monkeys can't work by themselves and they take members of my former band to make them sound good. Hey, Cab, what's this? Oh, cute. Can I have it? Thanks. I'm taking it with me.
Wait,
All right, guys,
Michael, that's not yours.
It's mine now.
Jeez, he was rude.
He stole my squeaker.
I know. Let's go get it.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right.
Stipe, you son of a...
Oh my gosh.
Give me that.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Don't ever steal my stuff again. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. Did you get it back? It's got blood all over it now, Kevin.
I got it.
All right.
You!
I think he's upset.
Well, he stole your squeaker.
Yeah. It's my long squeaker.
I wanted to listen to it, but I was a little worried that if I didn't want to OD on Christmas music just yet, since it's not Halloween yet.
That's the way I felt when I listened to the album as well. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. Some of these songs made me feel like they could become traditional songs that I'll listen to every year. I freaked out a little bit about the one that maybe Peter Tork is singing with too much auto-tuning, but I think it had to be done because he's sick, right?
Well, I think he had tongue cancer or throat cancer or something a few years ago, so it might be, I don't know if it came back or not. So he has kind of been under the radar the past year or so.
I thought maybe it was kind of fancy. I thought they did that on purpose to make it. It seems like a monkey's thing to do, even if Peter Tork was healthy, to overuse an auto-tuning situation. Wouldn't that be something they would do?
I don't know.
But
I haven't heard that track yet. So
it's not too bad. I actually listened to it again, and it kind of got on me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I have one more thing to discuss, and then we'll go on to the news.
Okay.
The double kick pedal. I got a double kick pedal.
Yeah.
And I got a double kick pedal for the drum set because I want to start doing
right.
do some metal, and then also sometimes when I play funk, I'll do a lot of
Oh, I see.
And there's a lot of that I want to do. Plus, when my right foot gets tired, I can use my left foot on the pedal just to pick up where the right foot dies out. Because I last like 3 songs, and then I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
like
I
ran
imagine.
a race.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm out. Do you have any questions about the double kick pedal? Ferg? It's not like we ever doing this show again. And
I
last
do,
time you asked
actually.
some questions.
I do have a question for you. When you play with a double kick, have you ever played with a double kick pedal before?
Yeah.
Okay, when you do that, what do you do with the hi-hat? Do you close it, or do you leave it open?
Good question. Not like the one you had prior.
Right.
This is a new question.
I don't know what you're talking about, the prior question.
There's a clamp that goes on a hi-hat that you can purchase, and it looks like an L, really strong L. And there's a nut on the I squoze the nut.
Yeah.
There's a nut on the hi-hat cymbal holder thing that keeps it used to clamp down. I'm going to try to use English here. This is hard to explain.
Yeah, I'm not getting it at all.
There's an L that goes under that clamp.
Okay.
And you can have it so it keeps the hi-hat open, and then when you clamp on it, it comes down. Your hi-hat open and close like you normally would with a drum set.
Right.
Well, this clamp, you can tap it, and it undoes that possibility to make the hi-hat go up and down.
Oh.
It clamps onto the top of it, and that L part on the bottom holds the clamp that would hold the hi-hat open and close. And then that becomes the center. And once you hit that L at the very top of the L with your drumstick, it lets it go, and then you can no longer clamp the cymbal. So the cymbal will stay closed while you go to double pedal. And then to get it back on, you just hit that thing again, and with the hi-hat open, and then it grabs it back up again. And
wow.
It was hard to do, and you got used to it, though. Just like you're doing a tom roll or something like that, you just get used to when to hit it and when to not hit it. A lot of times people will just put the drum pedals out, and then I put the hi-hat cymbal in the middle of the 2 pedals that are out for the double kick. And that way I can just use a double kick with the top of my foot and keep my heel on the cymbal hi-hat pedal.
Jeez.
And that way, you just squitch your foot over it and go, and then come right back, and the symbol never even opens.
Oh, my
But
gosh.
you have to be fast enough.
I was going to say, yeah.
And I used to be really, really, really good. And we'll see if I'm
crazy.
good anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, but long story short, the pedal was broken. The clamp was broken on top. I won't go into too much detail because we don't have time, but the bottom line is that the main thing was stripped. So I called the company. And I called the company and I said, hey, I want to return this pedal and maybe get another one. GP Percussion. Anytime you decide to go to GP Percussion, always remember that they don't want to help you. They'll pass you back and forth to sales and then the manufacturing company part of it, back and forth. But they're like, hold on. They said, well, where did you get it from? What distribution company did you buy it from through Amazon? I said, that doesn't matter. It's a defective pedal, came from your shop.
Yeah.
Don't you think you should either replace it or refund me or something? And not even refund. I just wanted a new pedal. And they said, let me send you back to JC. And then JC goes, let me send you back to sales. I said, I'm getting tired of being shipped around.
Yeah.
Let me do some shipping. This is going right back to Amazon. You've lost a customer.
Yeah.
Charbroil Company. They gave me new grill grates. They gave me a new grilled cover. So I have extra grill grates now, and I have an extra cover in case I need it.
Nice.
They did all that for me just because of my mistake. It turned out to be my mistake.
Oh, wow.
My mistake.
Nice.
Hey, you want to do some news?
Sure.
We'll do 2 each because time is short. I'm sorry.
Well, we did one last time. Let's just do one.
You want to just do one?
Yeah.
Are you working tonight?
Yeah.
Damn it, Ferg. You got to quit.
No.
We've got all the news right here. Don't go away.
We've got all the news right here, so don't go away.
Local news.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the news portion of the show. I have Fergie with me today. We're going to go down some of the most hottest topics that you can think of in American life here in America. Pick one.
I know if you're gonna do it like a newscast, say over to Ferg or something like that.
I'm so sorry. You're absolutely right. That's why you're giving me that look like I should have known that. Sorry.
Of course.
Ferg, over to you.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, today, after 50 years on Sesame Street, the voice of Big Bird and Oscar is retiring. Carol Spinney, who's been doing those voices since, I think it started in 69, is now retiring. So that's going to be weird. That he...
Darn it.
He's been the only voice for those two. And I think Hermit's has like 3 or 4 voices by this point, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. But did he actually
Kermit had some identity changing in his time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was actually in the Big Bird suit.
Yeah, this guy was in it, and he just wants to breathe. Let him breathe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let him breathe.
But yeah, definitely Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch, 2 of my favorite Muppets. And yeah, he will be missed for sure. I hope that he doesn't die right away. Sorry.
Well, that's not nice.
No.
Good Lord.
No. All right.
Remember, you heard it here first.
No,
from
no, I
Ferg.
shouldn't. That came out wrong.
That came out wrong?
I wish him the best, and I hope.
Oh, that's the same thing.
I hope he enjoys his retirement. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully he'll never hear this.
Right.
Until he dies.
Yeah.
And then that's okay.
Oh, no. This.
What?
This. I'm scrolling down through the story here on NPR, and it has the video for when Big Bird sang at Jim Henson's funeral. Oh my God. I gotta click off of there. I can't watch that. I'm gonna start bawling.
I'm going to go with the story of the Golden Girls getting their own breakfast cereal.
What?
Did you hear about this?
No.
There's Golden Girl bobbleheads that you can get in...
Yeah, I knew about the bobbleheads.
Yeah, and you can get them in the cereal too, and it's $7.99 for the box of cereals that should be showing up in your local supermarkets, food chains,
Jeez.
Very soon. It's going to be short-lived, and it's just all to sell the bobbleheads, I'm sure. It's probably just like Alphabets flavored with grannies.
Wow.
So eat your grannies.
That's weird.
Have you ever wanted to eat Blanche? Well, now you can.
God.
Ever want to eat Betty White?
No.
Now you can.
Good.
So, there you go, kids. Go out there and eat your Golden Girls. Gluten-free Golden Girls.
Oh, those Golden Girls. Crispy Golden Girls.
Hey, Ma, these are dry. Any milk?
No, stop. We gotta stop.
Sorry. Go ahead.
That's it.
Oh, that's all we're doing tonight?
Yeah, I think maybe we better.
Join us next time when we actually pick Google or Yahoo.
Right.
All right. You know what time it is now, my friend?
What is the time, Kevin?
Hi, who's on the phone?
We were blessed to get a telephone call from Sal LaSalle.
Sal LaSalle.
Hey, Zerbaliniator and Fergaliniator. Hey, how you guys doing? Well. It's been a month of Sundays, well, Fridays anyway, since I last had meaningful intercourse with you guys. And just before you get your proverbial panties in a wad about the word I just used, I swear on a stack of Oxford English dictionaries that I'm using that word correctly within the inestimable context in which I spoke it. Yeah, that's right. I've been enriching my word power because according to the Reader's Digest, it pays.
That's right.
Anyways, speaking of which, I don't know if I mentioned it before, my wife, my special purpose, my raisin datcha, the lovely Sally LaSalle, well, she's convinced me through some sort of New Jersey-ish black magic to join her every other Wednesday book club. I got nothing to do on alternate hump days, so I figured what the hey. She wanted to start me out slowly in the book club as I'm not the most disciplined and erudite of readers. Right now she's got me reading The Annotated Adventures of Dick and Jane. And I gotta say, that book is kind of dull. Watching Dick and Jane run, watching them ride their tricycles, then watching them play with their dog Spot. Now, there's an unoriginal name for a canine bespeckled with a solitary body marking. I hope future tomes are a bit more exciting than this one is. But, as Sal is wont to tell me, reading is fundamental, as Hootie the Owl once said. There's another unimaginative name for an animal. And reading has certainly helped me express myself more succinctly, especially given the existential ennui that living in these dark times dictates. Yep. Oh, well, since it's been so long since I called in, I thought I'd catch you both up on our next-door neighbors down here in Florida at the retirement condo. I may have mentioned them before. Lurleen DuBose and her husband Richard Beauregard DuBose. Everyone just calls him Dick Bo. Well, I spend most of my afternoons with Dick Bo, sitting on lawn chairs on our cement pad in front of our adjoining garages. Garagiolo? I gotta look that one up. Anywho's, we like waiting for the mailman, Mr. Fabio. Because it's kind of fun to watch, because Mrs. Nesbitt Blatherpudding, the British lady who lives 3 condos down from us, well, she's got a kamikaze labradoodle named Ataturk, who's gotten pretty good at taking a chunk out of Mr. Fabio's heels as he walks, or rather sprints, up our street, desperately trying to pitch the inevitable Spiegel catalogs into our respective mailboxes. Well, it never fails to amuse both of us as intensely interested spectators that we are. And when Ataturk isn't around, we can still get our laughs at the Postal Service's expense. Yep, the look on Mr. Fabio's face is priceless whenever one of Ataturk's previously well-placed middle-of-the-sidewalk bodily deposits, shall we call them, ends up inevitably coating the underside of Mr. Fabio's government-issued walking shoes. Yeah, as Dick Bo says in that funny southern accent of his that I can't do. It don't take much to make us laugh enough to have our Michelob spewing out of our nostrils. Well, that's pretty woke, as the kids these days say. Oh, and speaking of kids and other people whom are short in stature, I got some questions, because you know I always got questions. But this time they're for your guest of honor, who I understand it to be none other than Mickey Rooney himself.
Yeah.
Who is apparently and inexplicably returned from the departed long enough to provide responses from beyond the grave to various queries on your podcast. So here goes a multi-part question from Mr. Rooney. Say, is Judy Garland there with you? Or Buddy Hackett, maybe? Or do you see Hugh Lumpy Branham, who played Mr. Green Jeans on Captain Kangaroo? Is he there with you? And by the way, where exactly are you? If you're not sure, perhaps you can just let me know if it's the kind of place that desperately needs central air conditioning. And wherever you are, do Vern Troyer and Hervé Villechaize kind of hang out together like one would think they would do? Oh, here's another bit. Are you still pretty short where you are? Or has height and weight lost all of their meanings there? And do they have case pork roll where you are? Or is it Taylor
That's
ham?
right.
I feel like I can kind of figure out where you are based on your answer to the last one. And do they have chipmunks where you are? I mean real ones, not funny ones like Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. And do you see a big W? A big W? And if you see Hugh Lumpy Branham there with you, can you please tell him that the animal that he was feeding on that 1972 4th of July episode of Captain Kangaroo was an alpaca, not a llama? It's very, very important to me that you do that. Oh, and are you related to Andy Rooney? Or Roone Arledge? Or Mickey Mantle? Or Mickey Mouse? Inquiring minds need to know. Well, now that's enough questions for Mr. Rooney for right now, but I do reserve the right to ask follow-up questions later on, okay, guys? Finally, I guess you've already heard the latest scuttlebutt about Bab Shermack and I touring together later this year as the opening act for the sickeningly positive and rapidly fizzling 1970s commercial arts folk singing group Well Done You in their now fizzled reunion concert entitled Up Yours Palooza Tooza. Well, that's kind of sad because I really think Bab and I had pretty good chance at a stellar recording career. But no matter, we'll find some other way to propagate our extraordinary musical talents. Say, do you guys know if American Idol is still on? Well, I gotta go, gentlemen. Looks like Mr. Fabio just got out of his mail truck in front of Mrs. Nesbitt Blather Pudding's condo, and he's wearing a suit of mail plate armor. This should be interesting. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
I wish that Mickey was here to answer those questions for him, but I guess it's not going to happen.
Yeah, sorry about that, Sal.
Thank you so much for calling, Sal. I can't wait to hear from Dick Both.
Yeah, really.
That'd be nice if he could call in.
Thank you, Sal.
That'd be great. Thank you so much, Sal, for calling in. I have one you called me that I'm going to play for you.
Okay.
Yep. Here you go. Hey, you called me.
It's a prank caller. You cracked me up. Pick up the phone.
Congratulations on making the important decision to secure your health care benefits. Press 1 if you're looking to receive a free health care insurance quote for an individual or family plan. Press 2 if you're looking for Medicare supplement plans. Press 3 for all other kinds of insurance. Press 4 to be added to the Do Not Call list.
Good day, my name is John with Insurance Solutions. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good, sir. Thank you for asking. What type of insurance are you looking today?
I want to see if you carry insurance for bumblebees.
I'm sorry?
Bumblebees. You have to insure me for bumblebees. Bees, like the ones that sting you. I need insurance for them.
Why? Where did the bumblebee sting you?
The bee sometimes stings me in the legs, sometimes in the nose. I just want insurance to make sure it never happens again.
How about in your back?
In my back? It never hit me in the backside yet.
how about in the butt?
Not yet. I'm hoping it happens before Friday because my butt could use some increase in swelling.
Oh, man. You have a good day.
You too. Thank you, my friend.
That's always fun when they get in on it.
Yeah.
That's good. I hope more calls come like that because that was fun.
Yeah, he wasn't a jerk about it, too. That's
No,
funny.
he was a legitimate call, too. They were just trying to sell
I think
insurance.
You definitely caught him off guard.
Sure did. I want to have a nice rump for the weekend, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, they enjoyed that. All right, you ready to go on to some music, my friend?
Yeah. Do you want to do a commercial?
I was wondering if we had time.
Yeah, we got time.
Okay. Hey, Ferg, can you sing that song you sing so well?
After these messages, we'll be right back. All right. Okay.
When this dead hand moves, the monster created by a man they called Mad is turned loose to strike terror into the hearts of men. To shock women into uncontrolled hysteria.
Hey, Kevin.
To prey upon the innocence of children. This is the story you've heard about, talked about. The spine-tingling, blood-chilling story that stunned your emotions. Frankenstein.
All right. Go see Frankenstein. God. I can't do a commercial for two reasons. Number one, that's really long. Number two, I'm looking at Ferg's cat that he's putting up in the camera. And then, of course, I'm doing a puppet show for him with my damn raccoon and my back scratcher. And did you, if you didn't hear him in there, he's going, look, it's Kevin. It's Kevin. Professional broadcasting
That's
from
right.
Terminator Land, right here on Please Stand By.
Last time on Please Stand By.
Last time we had Andrew Feldman on.
We did.
And I enjoyed every second of it. Andrew, thank you so much for being on Please Stand By.
Thank you, Andrew. And he's doing, let's call it Extra Life as well.
Yep, he's doing Extra
for
Life.
charity. And you can find, if you search for Andrew Feldman on extralife.org, and you can donate to him.
And go to his Twitch TV station as well.
That's right. Soundtrack_78.
Yes, on Twitch. And thank you again, Andrew. But now, as the millennials say, moving forward, we're going to go on to Heard Any Music. Are you ready, Ferg?
I'm ready.
Am I ready?
No, I'm not ready, actually. Oh, God.
Why?
Go ahead.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Go ahead.
All right.
Get on with it.
Music.
Oh, my gosh. You have musical accompaniment now? Wow.
You make me feel so good. I wanna make you love me like you should. I like the way the headphones are on your head, but I'd rather you give some to me instead. Oh yeah. Hey Fred, how are you?
Good. How are you, Kafira?
You know what I wanted you to give me, don't you?
What?
Headphones. If you have some headphones, that would be in a head. Hey, Ferg, here's a question for you.
Okay.
I've got the buns. Do you have a hot dog?
No.
The onions go into it. Are you a taxidermist? Ferg, are you a taxidermist?
No, I'm not.
Okay, because I really wanted to try to stuff my Ferg, look me in the eyes, Ferg. Don't you know I love you? I love you, Ferg.
I don't care.
Ferg.
What?
I don't feel so good.
Good.
I think I need a shot of penicillin.
Oh, my
Penicillin, Fergie. Yes, it feels good. It's hard, Fergie. Really. Come here, give me a kiss.
No.
Say goodbye to me.
No.
Ferg. Oh, Ferg.
Is that your exit music now?
Fuck. I said I'm leaving, but I love you.
Penicillin?
That was bad.
Taxidermy? And hot dogs.
Not good.
No? I have to bleep all that out?
Yeah. Probably.
What did you listen to in music, my friend?
Well, it was John Lennon's 78th birthday this past week, or 2 weeks ago now. And I listened to the John Lennon collection because unfortunately, I sold a lot of my John Lennon vinyl when CDs came out because I got all his records on CD.
You sold or stole?
Sold.
Yeah.
So all I have is the later stuff that I don't have on CD, like John Lennon collection. It's a greatest hits album that came out after he passed away.
Yeah.
And it had actually almost all of the Double Fantasy songs on there, which I had the album, so I didn't need those.
Tell me something about the picture on the cover of this album here.
The picture was taken the day he was killed, unfortunately, in the morning by Annie Leibovitz, was it? I think she took the picture. I can't remember now.
She did a lot of stars.
She did, yeah. And if you remember, I'm almost positive that that Rolling Stone cover with both of them, John and Yoko in the bed, and he's naked and she isn't. I think that came from the same photo shoot that same day.
He looks so much like Julian Lennon in this picture.
Yeah, actually, you're right. He does. Yeah.
And Julian actually looks a lot like him when this picture was taken.
Yeah. Plus, a deluxe edition of Imagine was put out, and it's by far not my favorite John Lennon album, but I listened to it on Spotify, and
I got it.
Oh, did you?
I got it.
Oh, okay. The Sgt. Pepper deluxe set that they put out last year, I didn't really care. I mean, I want to hear the outtakes and stuff, but I didn't really care enough to buy it. I didn't have the money to buy it, but
$189,000.
No, it was $129,000, I think. The white album that's coming out, I definitely need to have that.
I thought you bought it.
I bought the vinyl copy of the white album in Pennsylvania.
The new one?
No. This is the
just bought I thought you bought the new one.
No, not yet. It's not out till next month.
Oh, good, because I was worried because you said the one that you have now is mono, and I was like, that's all he did was remix it in mono? I mean,
no, this is the original mono mix that they remastered and put out on vinyl in 2015 or 16. I can't remember. But I was very, very happy. Yeah, I listened to it, and it's awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the White Album, especially Rocky Raccoon. Right here. This is Rocky Raccoon.
Yeah. Should I do it again?
His room.
Did I do it last time?
Oh, sing it. I'll play it, and you play it, and I'll sing it.
Okay. I don't know if I remember all the words or not, but
I'll do it. You don't need to.
I don't know the words. What are the chords, Kevin?
Rocky Raccoon. He went out and got himself another guy.
I don't know.
Which is something in his eye. What is woman is the of the world?
No.
Woman is the.
No.
What is that word?
No.
What is that about?
Don't.
What is that?
Don't.
Just why? Why did he do that?
I don't know, Kevin.
Was he upset with women at that point in time?
No.
What does that song mean?
I don't know.
What's Ferg?
I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Well, I listened to...
What'd you listen to?
Percy Faith, baby. Oh, you're doing Summer. I always think it's... This has that song that he's singing right there, Summer's Place. And it also has Tar's theme. It also has a theme from The Dark at the Top of the Stairs.
Ooh.
Never on a Sunday.
Is that spooky?
No, it isn't. It's The Dark at the Top of the Stairs. It's a lot like that song that, what's his name, wrote about the woman, John Lennon.
Stop it.
I am so
Son
sorry.
of a bitch.
Listen, Never on a Sunday is what I've been practicing.
Okay.
And I want to do a little bit for you. I need to buy a bigger rug.
All right.
Gosh, in the mood I'm in, I just want to listen to this. One more time.
Oh,
headphones.
Very good, Kevin.
I have been practicing like crazy.
Very nice.
How did I do?
You did well.
Okay.
You all right? I love that old stuff, though.
I do. I can't get enough of this album.
It's they used to be able if you listen to oldie station now you can hear it, but back then you listen to the top 40 stations or just the mainstream stations and they played the theme from A Summer Place, then they play Chuck Berry and then they play Sinatra and then the Beatles.
Yeah.
It's crazy and it's awesome.
And this is something you and I differ with, but I got to say it again because the first time I said it, the recording didn't make it. And I'll try to do better than I did the first time.
Oh, no.
This is 1961, this album came out. I feel that anything after 1945, maybe till the 70s, that the musicians and the musicians' children that came, decades after, up until about 1970, from 1945, had this positive emotion of pride because of the fact that World War II was such a win for America and freedom was free. And it came out in the music that was played on all of those albums. Does that make sense?
Are you talking about just like instrumental records? Like
instrumental records, I wouldn't go to say like, the rock and roll I think was also cleaner and safer.
Oh,
But
for sure.
But that was just like the maturity of the human race. That's that. But I'm talking about the pride that went into string playing, horn playing. Yeah, instrumentally would be a good way to put it.
Okay.
And I think it was just so much pride. And you listen to it nowadays, people try to emulate that type of music, and you don't get that same feel because in between songs, the first thing the person's going to do is pick up their cell phone and see if anybody responded on Twitter.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
there's none of that. There is none of that then. There's just pure into the mood emotion. They were pompous, maybe, and they were, but they were just, I got to remember my lines. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Nowadays, it's hold on. Billy called and said, "Oh, we're out for chili on Thursday, guys." Oh, second Allegro? Hold on. It just, that's me. But that, to me, is why these Percy Faith albums, George Malacrino, any of those big conducting type of bands and instrumental bands are so important back then to me.
Yeah, I like the Christmas Cocktails CDs that are out. You're familiar with those, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, they're like that too, I think.
Of all people, Sean Johnson sent me a whole bunch of albums. Tito Puente, Count Basie Orchestra, and a lot of those orchestra albums. He sent me like 4 or 5 of them that really emulate that. And you listen to it, and it's disgustingly perfect.
Cool.
Humans playing instruments so perfectly, it just makes you like, oh, golly. That's all.
Very good.
Hey, you want to play some video games?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been yabbling.
No,
I
that's
babble
fine.
sometimes, Ferg. Sometimes I babble incessantly about nothing.
I didn't know that about you.
And it can get annoying because what's the point? It's just there's no end to the conversation, and it just goes on, and it can get till I'm blue in the face. I'm sitting here yapping about something that just has no point, no meaning, no ending, really no beginning, or any thought in between. It's just babble. It's noise coming through my vocal cords, out of my mouth,
all right, Kevin,
in the form of words that don't have any point being said, thought, or felt.
All right.
And another thing too is doesn't stop there. It just continues. How rude it would be for me to talk over anything that you would have to say right now.
Shut up.
If I just kept on talking.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I played a game called Zookeeper. I had my MAME.
Oh, yes.
I had my MAME open, and I was playing some MAME games because I was playing Kangaroo for my show, and I decided to play Zookeeper because it's an awesome game, and I never really played it until last year, I think. Was it on Pie Factory? I think it was because of Pie Factory I played it, yeah.
Yeah.
So you play Zeke...
Right.
What?
You looked up to the right when you asked that question. Who's there?
Nobody.
The Lord my God.
The Lord, yes.
Go ahead.
So, you play Zeke the Zookeeper, and your thing is you have to run around and replace the bricks that the animals are taking out of their cages and to prevent them from escaping. So you're basically running around a square, at the outside of a square in the middle of the screen, and the animals are inside. Sometimes they can get out, and you have to jump over them while you're making bricks inside. That sounded gross, but anyway. A lot of times there are no bricks, and you have to make the bricks, and then every once in a while you'll get a net, and if you hit the animal, shut up. If you hit one of the animals with a net, it'll go into the cage in the center. So
that's terrible.
It's such a cool game.
It looks like it, actually.
It's very cool.
Joking aside, I like the cover.
It's by Taito, the people who brought you Space Invaders, and came out in '82. And unfortunately, I don't think it came out on any of the systems at the time. They were working on an Atari 2600 version of it, but it never came out. Unfortunately.
Now, this is strictly Vestrex, or is this something that can also be on allocation?
What?
Because, it's jargon for...
No, it's not. You're using wrong words.
You can have a VXA or the Vestrex version.
What the hell are you talking about?
The screen for it. Come on. It's pixelation.
It's
Everybody
a raster, not a vector. Is that what you mean?
A raster wakes me up every morning.
Okay.
I played The Last Crown at midnight.
What's that?
No, it's the game.
Can you tell me about it, please?
Sure. It's a game you play. It's sort of like a point-and-click game, and I really thought it was cool when I first played it, and now I hate it. I got to a certain point where it's like, I did that already.
Oh, no.
I did what you asked me to do. Help me move forward. It's not doing that. And the graphics are pretty cool. The game inside of the game is pretty neat. I mean, there's tons of little games, and it's Halloween-y, and you feel fun in it, and I'm going to give it another chance because I'm looking at the graphics and pictures now, and it's okay. The only thing I don't like is what Ferg doesn't like, and that is the way that the faces look on these people.
Yeah, the people are weird, but the artwork is beautiful. I like the artwork quite a bit.
You would think that with all the love that you have for everyone on the planet, these people wouldn't bother you. I don't know how you can judge digital
I'll
people.
judge.
You'll judge? I'll play bailiff.
That's right.
It's a great game. Last Crowd, Midnight Horror. very inexpensive. Right now, it is $4.99. I think I got it for like $1 when it was on sale because it was in my my wish list.
Yeah.
In which I put it on. Here's the story really fast. Halloween celebrations are in full swing in the lonely harbor town of Saxton. Ghost hunter Nigel Danvers, who doesn't have an accent. Yeah, he does. He is a Nigel, so I'll finish this in his accent. Doesn't believe that the night is any different. He knows only that ghosts exist, but so the night shouldn't be any different. Nigel and his ghostly partner Lucy Rubens, not named after the sandwich, are in a supernatural surprise, which means that someone's going to go boo. A flyer. Thank you. And that's the game. It's all right. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, what happened? Hey.
Hey, what happened?
We're going to be doing the last song choice. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the ending song choice.
I found a treasure house of music. The sound engineer is ready. The musicians are set. Now examined and found flawless, it is recorded for you by the world's greatest artist.
The world's greatest artist tonight is going to be Alexandr Misko. Alexandr Misko is a Russian, beautiful Russian musician. There's nobody like this guy.
Yeah, it's really... I hadn't heard of him until you put him on the sheet, and his stuff is really good.
He is an amazing musician. He does a lot of finger-picking music. He is the champion of harmonics. He can find a harmonic anywhere on the neck and plucks it perfectly every single time.
Yeah.
He does a lot of experimental work. The song you're going to hear tonight is his cover of With or Without You by U2. He has a dobro on there. I think that's what they call that L-shaped thing. You know the thing that makes the strings vibrate? Have you ever used that? It's like an infrared...
It's not an EBO, is it?
EBO, thank you so much. I'm sitting here calling it a dobro. That was the name of a guy named Kevin who sang for Quiet Riot. I had that totally wrong. This elbow? EBO is attached to the high string, and that's how he does the rest of the U2-ishness of the song.
Just keep in mind that this is all, if you're only going to listen to it, it's just a guy playing guitar just by himself at once. It's not, there's no overdubs on it or anything.
Right.
It's crazy.
Harmonics and playing all of the parts. And he's amazing. He's done an incredible job of Careless Whisper, and then he's done Billie Jean. Downloaded a couple of his albums on Amazon, and I say it's worth it. His new album right now is Beyond the Box. That's one where there is some cover songs on there, but there's also songs that he's written. He's an incredible musician.
And he looks like he's 12.
He is. He's about 12 and a half now. I think he's 24 or 25 now. You can find him on YouTube. Just go to Alexandr Misko, Alexandr Misko. In YouTube, it'll take you directly to his page where you can find tons of music to enjoy, including Careless Whisper. And as that plays on, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, yes, please check him out. I was very, very blessed to friend him on Facebook before he reached the limit, and that was great. And I'm also a fan of his page. His music is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't say enough of it. It's so soothing. I've always compared him to, not compared, but related him to Michael Hedges, who passed away way too soon. An incredible guitarist.
Was it Stanley Jordan, too?
Yeah, there is a lot of Stanley Jordan. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Ton of it. Just a really good job on everything he does.
Yeah.
So please check him out. You can get him on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, Spotify, you name it, he's there. Go get it. So, thank you, Ferg. We did it.
We did it.
1 minute to spare.
Yes.
So we have one more button to press, and I'm going to do it now.
Hit that button.
Won't you please join us next time?
on. There's lots more chimneys to explore tonight.
This one needs sweeping.
What?
I don't know. Chimney sweep. Sorry.
Zerbinator.wordpress.com. Visit Zerbinatorland on Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. All shows available in iTunes, Stitcher, RSS download, and Google Play. Thanks for listening. Have a good night.